Hello to all you guys, it's your boy Qalmana Grower. I'm just here at the plot and we are growing some of the guerrilla sorry no it's no fuck Gelato Samba, yeah, Gelato Samba from the bulk seed strain company. So I'm just gonna give you a little peekaboo. You see the shit is dank as a motherfucker. And what I wanted to say, look, we are dealing with some serious shit, as you see. I'm just gonna walk by a little and show you what's going on here. As you can see, these plants are about to get flushed. It's been raining, so it washed a little trichomes off. Yeah, this is bird shit. It's not no kind of fungal infection or anything. I'm just gonna show you. What the fuck is going on here. And yes, I wanted to say, you don't have to grow large plants to get huge buds. You can do it stealthy, but look at these motherfuckers. Look at the size of this. It's like 2.5 liter bottle, 2 liter bottle of Coca-Cola. Yeah, this ain't no powdery mildew, and all the white shit you see on these buds is actually neem oil. Look at this shit. I've been growing for 20 years. This plant have been given a light defoliation throughout their entire grow. It's in a cocoa coir, 60%. As you can see, cocoa coir 60%, about 25% of peat, and 15% of perlite. So look at this, guys. Like I said, you can grow stealthy, so you don't have to worry about the fucking cops and all that shit. So like I said, most of these plants are fucking ripe and they're ready to get chopped in like 1 week. Some of them are still a little early. Trichomes are mostly milky, around 3%, 4% amber, but there are still some of them that are actually clear trichomes, so that means potency. Look at this. all organically grown buds from the Balkans. And I have to say to you, American growers, they grow that hydro shit, your weed doesn't hit. I've tried weeds from all around the world, and like I said, I've been growing and smoking since I was fucking 15 because I got sick. I was growing for... I'm 36. I've been growing since I was 15 and learning. I started with the overgrow, and I was learning a lot of this shit about plants, microbiology, and organic chemistry, so I can find a cure that is suitable for my disease, because I have chronic panic disorder and that shit messed up my life. So I don't give a fuck, it's legal for me, if you know what I'm saying. And the cops are raiding all over the fucking places and peoples. So there's a lot of shit going on right now. World is a messed up place. But I'm gonna give you a little insight about increasing potency. What you wanna do, you see, I draw a screwdriver, as a screw with my screwdriver in these stems. This signals the plant's hormonal reaction that they are under attack. Now they will produce shit load of trichomes in the next week. Then they're gonna be fucking chopped, because like I said, the initial phase is over. Flushing has started, and you guys really fucked up. I'm talking to all these Californian guys and fucking legal grows. Yeah, you may have fucking facilities and all that shit, but you really fucked up the genetics. As I can remember, weed was way stronger, and we're not growing weed to get it fucking ripe and smell nice and taste fucking nice. We're growing weed firstly because of the effects. Weed has to hit. I've been smoking that hydro shit that you grow in these facilities and your legal grows, and it is shit. I can smoke that shit all day and not get fucking wasted. And from my point of view, you motherfuckers are just pussies that aren't actually trying to get fucking high. And I've been introduced with a lot of people from LA, and let's say, for example, Be Real from Cypress Hill and Sanddog from Cypress Hill. I've actually gave that motherfucker's buds in 2013 or 2012 to 2012 when they were fucking in the Balkans at in music festival. I just gave them one fucking bud, size of let's say about this big, and I immediately got a backstage pass. Look at this shit, I was just defoliating my plants. It's sticky as a motherfucker from touching the leaves. So what I wanted to say, with all your advanced techniques like hydro and all this shit, you are not giving the essential microbiology or microbiome to your plants in the soil. So the main problem is you are just fucking feeding your plants with chemical nutrients and then flushing them out, thinking that those plants are medicinally valuable, and they are, but they do not heat properly. So please stop fucking with your cloning. It's called senescencing or senescence. Every time you clone a mother plant, you strip her off of a certain part of her DNA or genome or genetics. So you actually are making weed that fucking tastes good and smells good, but isn't actually hitting. It doesn't work as it is supposed to work. Weed was generally, like 20-30 years ago, it was like fucking 3% of THC to up to 9% of THC, and that shit hit. All of this fucking inbreeding and crossing that you're doing it the wrong way. You need to fucking stress the shit out of your plants, pick out the true females, not the ones that have a tendency to hermaphrodite, and breed it with males, not breed females with females by using fucking chemicals like colloid silver or whatever the fuck you are actually using, because that shit is messing up the genetics. Yeah, you heard me. You may have like nice big buds, but I can smoke that shit all day and it doesn't work. It's just a fact. This one is, as you see, a little early, but she's gonna finish. She has no options. I'm gonna decrease the amount of light by taking those plants in a fucking shady place. As you can see, they are in bags and they can be taken wherever I want. So I don't know what to say now because I'm a little fucking high. Actually, I'm high as a motherfucker, to be precise. Please do not do what I am doing, risking your medical growth. Do not take your phone with you near your growth. Do not leave fingerprints. Do not leave fertilizers buried. You want to get as far away from the motherfucking grow that you're doing as possible, you know, because police now are using drones. They can do a lot of shit with that shit. Thermal signature, biogrid. We're waiting for the 6G technology in 2030. Fucking DARPA is developing techniques to fucking read your mind, your fucking AI and all that shit. You've gone away from the nature. and these plants were supposed to be sticky as fuck, but I'm actually not amused by these genetics, let's say. So Gelato Samba, I'm gonna give her like a normal, like let's say 5 out of 10 for potency, because this shit is nothing compared to what we grow here in the Europe and in the Balkan region. As you see, to you this is a A-grade fucking bud, but for us here that are actually smoking for like 20 years, look at the size of these fucking buds. There are no hermaphrodites here, there is no problems at all. I just had some caterpillars, but what you see as a white thing on the leaves, like this stuff here, that's actually from the neem oil and the microbiological protection bacteria, you know. And I've been feeding these plants with a shit ton of microbes. So you can see these buds are like pretty fucking big, although these plants are, let's say, up to 90 centimeters in height. So as promised, like 150 maximum. Yes, we fucked it up by making them small, but this is just for protection, because we don't want people to find our fucking grows and cut it off, because people here are fucking thieves and it's not legal. Check this shit out. If you're growing guerrilla style, you want to breed wasps in your field, do not remove them, leave them, because they will protect your garden. I got fucking stung by one of these motherfuckers in the back of my spine, and that shit fucking hurts. Now this is for me, the best plant out of the whole fucking plot. There is 49 plants in this plot. This is what I called the killer pheno. You cannot actually see the color from all the trichomes. And like I said, I'm not entertained by your breeding methods and this kind of genetics. It's all nice, you know. It looks nice, it smells as a motherfucker. But I'm stressing these plants. Like I said, I'm doing the most that I can to get the maximum potency out of it, so they can fucking hit as they are supposed to hit, not just smell and taste nice. And now the flushing period is starting, and like I said, most of you guys are fucking bitches and you have no fucking clue what you're doing, decreasing the genetic potential of your fucking plants by breeding fucking clones. Every time you clone a fucking plant, you take off a part of its genetics off, make them weaker, and keeping them in a perfect environment does not mean they're gonna be fucking good and at the end as a product. they will smell good, they will taste nice, they will have a lot of trichomes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying about when you see the sticky icky dank shit that smells like 15 feet away from you, or you open the fucking bag and your entire room stinks as a motherfucker, or let's say smells as a motherfucker, but what you're doing is actually depriving the plants of the necessary stress environment that they need to actually produce the right chemicals that come from 5 basic amino acids that make all of the known alkaloids, like delta 9 THC. So all I gotta say is, from all of this knowledge I have acquired from 20 years of growing and smoking, this is what we call an A++ grade weed, if you consider it to be medicinal. It's fully organically grown. These are auto-flowering plants, and I would use this mother or this female to breed her. Sorry, my bad English, and I'm fucking wasted right now, so please don't take it personal. I'm fucking really high right now, and like I was saying, yes, this would be my choice of a female that I would breed with a pure male. Stress the fuck out of this plant, see if it will hermaphrodite. If it hermaphrodites no, then it's not good for breeding. This is not one of the biggest plants, but this is what we call the killer pheno. Check this shit out. But these are your genetics from fucking California. Normally my genetics, where we grow here in the Balkans, they have trichomes all over the fucking leaves, up the middle of the fan leaves. Here you can see trichomes on this stalk. Sorry, yeah, it should be filled with trichomes. This shit will be filled with trichomes up to this point. So like I said, I'm not a muse, but this is the best phenotype to breed for the fucking high, actually. And it smells, it's so fruity, and it has a large amount of the diesel's putrid stank, like a skunky smell. So let's check it again. It's fruity, minty. It smells fresh in a way, similar to White Widow original. Not that false shit that you grow, but actually the Black Widow from Shanti Baba, because that is the original White Widow. All of that White Widow you grow, that's actually fake, because Aryan from the Greenhouse Seed Company sent fucking thieves to raid Shanti Baba's fucking grow facility, and they stole all of his fucking plants, or clones to be precise. But Shanti Baba was fucking smart, and he kept the original mother plant in his closet at home. So yes, the original White Widow is actually called the Black Widow. but by Mr. No, it's not Mr. Nice Seed Company, I fucking forgot, but it doesn't matter. The point is, yeah, you boys really fucked up, because all of these genetics looks amazing, smells amazing, but it doesn't produce the high, nearly similar to like African weed or land races that grow in Africa, because I smoked, or from the Pakistan or the original Afghani region or the Hindu Kush region. So you see, these plants are healthy, defoliated, and now they are being put under stress. It's been raining, so it washed off a little bit of trichomes. Heavy rains, as you can see, it's not particularly sunny today, but no matter. Let's continue on. This is an outdoor guerrilla grow, so the point is to be stealthy, invisible, not to get fucking raided or get observed. But in the Balkans, yeah, we don't have drones. We have them, but they are rarely used for the grows that are up to 50 plants. Look at the size of this thing. Now tell me, what do you think about this thing? This is a fucking huge bud. As you can see or perceive the quality of the bud. I've been observing trichomes with a microscope. Sorry, I cannot show you that. But like I say, we are aiming for mostly milky, all above 5 or 10% of amber trichomes actually fucks up your high and just gives you a fucking couch lock too soon. We are going for actually the psychedelic aspect as growers, not just psychedelic, we want potency. So we want a little piece of nug that is about this size that will fuck you like this. You put this and you take a hit and this fucks the shit out of you for like 4 to 5 hours. I don't know what the fuck are you doing with all this hydro shit. Like I said, I smoked buds from California and all this, and it's not the best shit in the world. So I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. I'm not gonna say nothing wrong to the individuals, but you're fucking feeding your plants with shit. We actually make our own fertilizer from the plants and give them to the plants. I gave them a shitload of bacteria and beneficial microorganisms or fungi. They've been given a shit ton of mycorrhiza and a lot of photosynthetic bacteria and azobacteria, and I don't know how the fuck you call it in English, but you can see the results. This is not some beginner level shit. This is actually way stronger than that shit you grow in America. with all your chemical fertilizers and all this shit, and what you think are organic fertilizers, but they are not. We don't use them here. This is grown completely veganic or vegan. We don't want to give plants nothing except vegan food. So if you want to grow high quality, and I mean high quality for real, but that actually fuck you up and are fucking top grade potency to smoke, then you grow veganic. And the shit also tastes amazing, smells amazing, and hits amazing. So I'm just gonna say fuck you to all the breeders that are using clones as a base for their breeding, because we don't want no fucking clones that are being deprived or senescence in genetics. And like I said, weed, I remember it from like 10 years earlier when I was in my mid-20s. That weed actually fucking hit. It was fucking devastating. It was around 21 to 23% THC. Now you claim your plants are 30+% THC. This is supposed to be 24 THC. But I highly doubt it. It's just a fucking advertisement and propaganda. But you actually do not know what the fuck are you doing. So I'm asking you, as a grower and a knower, because I have been studying microbiology and organic chemistry, so biochemists, for a lot of years, and I'm very well versed in all the types of growing, from hydro to indoor, from outdoor guerrilla, from to fucking low stealth grows, to fucking huge demonic plants that give up kilos of pods. I've been through it all in my fucking 20 years of experience. Like I said, I don't know, I have been confirmed and verified by the guys from Cypress Hill, and you all think Snoop Dogg and Cypress Hill are the biggest fucking stoners in the world, or whatever the fuck they claim to be, but actually that motherfuckers are bitches, because I gave them my buds and I've seen how much they can smoke actually, and I'm not impressed in any way. That's all just fucking music and commercials and fucking propaganda. So like I said, you wanted some tricks? Here is a trick. Drive a fucking screw through your fucking plant base, and it will receive a signal that it is under attack, a hormonal signal, natural signal, and they will start to produce sugar. You see how much trichomes are on these bitches right now? This is no flashlight. I'm gonna fucking turn on the flashlight for you guys. Sorry, I cannot at this point because I started filming, but yeah, you can see like what the fuck is up with this grow and the quality of it just by looking at it. if you are a real grower, then you know your shit. Like I know my shit. I don't claim to be the top-notch grower or whatever the fuck you guys are talking about. I don't know what's wrong with you guys and your heads. Some of the American people actually make me wonder, like, how the fuck they can even survive by being dumb, utterly dumb. No, I do not talk, and I don't talk about most of you normal people, but some guys are just egoistic and narcissistic as fuck, and they claim to be something they are actually not, but okay. As you see, the plants are in the ripening phase, so yeah, they're gonna be stripped down in like 1 week or so. Some of them are a little early, let's say 10%, so maybe 5 out of 49 could go maybe like 14 days longer, but yeah, we're gonna take them in fucking 7 days. Sorry for my cursing. It's just you know, intelligent people usually curse to get out their frustrations and all that stuff. It's actually scientifically proven, but you can see what we're dealing with. This is one of the smaller buds. So like I said, as a grower you should not be growing buds, you should be growing chemical composition of terpenes, compounds and flavonoids, as you call them. And not actually depriving the plants out of their potency. I have smoked weed from Canada or the so-called BC, but you see this one is a little early still, but yeah, she'll be forced to finish because the fucking cops are here, or your fucking DEA, as you would say it. They're fucking infestated this country also. And I'm not talking any kind of bullshit, it's actually true. They're everywhere, DA agencies and all that shit. So if you want to grow medicine, you do not want to be like me. Like I said, I've been incarcerated for a very long time for growing. I've actually been growing illegally for the fucking police. Because they have seen the quality of the buds that I grow indoor. This is just outdoor. It's not maintained, you know, like every day and all that shit. It's like a Soma style, if what you call it. Soma style of growing, so like leaving it to grow wild, just giving them what they need at the proper time. pH from 5.8 strictly to 6.2, no more in this kind of mixture. Like I said, it's cocoa, 60%, 25% peat and 15% of perlite, as you call it. and a shit ton of beneficial microorganisms. So that is all that has been given to these plants as boosters, and we produce our own fertilizers here. We do not use commercial fertilizers because that shit is garbage. Everything commercially grown is garbage. High quantity industrial grows and all that stuff, that's actually garbage. You need to give your plants stress. You want stress because stress is all you get in your life, and that makes you stronger. So the plants actually get stronger when induced with stress. So here the time is, as you see, is fucking, everything is fucking dry, but these plants are healthy because of the necessary beneficial microorganisms. This is a huge ass bud, as you can see. I'm gonna show you the grip, and I have a pretty big hand. I play guitar for 20 years also, and I grow weed for 20 plus years. Like I said, I've gotten very sick and I was looking for a cure. I knew weed was medicinal, so I started studying it since I was 15 years old. So cannabis is my life. I've also been growing magic mushrooms, and that very potent kind of mushrooms. I do not talk about your golden teachers or whatever the fuck. Psilocybe cubensis, Psilocybe cyanescens, Copelandia cyanescens, and I forgot one. Yeah, Psilocybe azurescens mostly. We have Psilocybe serbia here, but yeah, I've been doing my own breeding, so I made my own strains of mushrooms that are not to be found like anywhere in the world. Also been in prison for that stuff. I'm actually waiting to go to prison because I've been caught with 300 grams of this kind of bud in my car. They stopped me and fucking bring out the police dogs and all that shit because somebody snitched on me. But doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know. Life is to be enjoyed even in prison. That's a very, to go into prison, that's a very profound experience, you know. Then you realize who your friends are, who you have in your life, and you realize who are the fake bitches that just exploit you because you got bud and money. And you actually learn how to be disciplined and how to be a man, you know. Because if you haven't been to prison, that's like you haven't been in the army. You don't know shit about stress. I'm gonna just defoliate this thing, even though it's green. I don't want buds. I don't want mold in my buds, so I'm aerating my plants, you know, giving them space to breathe so they do not get fucked up with mold, because your genetics are actually very prone to mold. But like I said, I do not consider this to be like anything special. potency wise. So shout out to Bulk Seed Company. It was 100 seeds of this Gelato Samba shit for $250. Oh, 250 euros, sorry. It's a little bit higher than the US dollar. But like you see, this is a pretty decent grow for a medicinal user. And like I said, if you want to stress out your plants and give them the signal to protect themselves and produce more trichomes, drive a screwdriver into your fucking base of the plant, and they will start producing sugar. I did it today, and you're probably gonna see the results later. This is a nice way to induce stress. You do not want to induce stress in the early stages. It will not do anything special to the plants. It will just make them more prone to fucking hermaphroditing and all that shit, producing nanners, like you call them, bananas. Females turning into males, trying to pollinize itself. So you want to do that shit when they are pretty near to ripening. You do not want 15 and less more percent of amber trichomes. That is faulty knowledge. You do not want CBD messing up your fucking potency. So this is an example of a fucking ready bud. This is what you want. Take it down now. You see amber is not really present. It's all just milky. So this is a 50-50 effect. It gives you a fucking very nice high. I fucked up the recording, sorry guys. But you can see the overall quality of every plant in this grow. It's some sticky icky danky shit. Like I said, this is nothing special compared to what we grow usually. And I have stated my reasons through all my, you see, this is a problem. You don't want this in your garden. I have checked most of the plants. This little caterpillar will grow into a big ass caterpillar and fucking bite off your bud. Start trying to fucking dig it out. I found just one in the complete garden, even though they've been hit with neem oil on a double strength. This is something natural. You cannot prevent it from happening. We do not want to induce pesticides or fungicides in our plants, because then you will smoke toxins. And if you do not produce your own fertilizer, you don't know what the fuck you are actually giving to your plants. So use your own ferment yeast, use your own sources and ferment it, and then feed your plants with it. You do not want expensive fertilizers that do not do shit. It's just like taking fucking steroids when you're a fucking bodybuilder. It's not natural, and it fucks you up on a hormonal basis. So we are not treating our plants like they're motherfucking buffed out morons that go to the gym and eat that shit to gain muscles, because these are not that are not real muscle. That's fucking water. And if you stop training when using that shit, you just get fat and fucking bloated with water. So yes, essentially do it all natural. Make your own fertilizers. That would be my advice. Stress your plants to see how good are they genetically. If you find hermaphrodites and all that shit, do not buy seeds from that seed bank or that strain, because it has not been produced properly. And I don't know what to say more. Like I said, the pH has been maintained from 5.8. Now it's been lifted more up to 6.1 or 6.2 in this mixture. That is a perfect balance. You see this? This is what I was talking about. From the neem oil and the soap, you can actually make this appear like what you call powdery mildew, but it's not powdery mildew. It's just, let me show you. Yeah, it's leftover shit, you know, from drying of the buds when you spray them with neem oil. And it's fucking normal. You're just gonna trim that shit off. You don't want leaves, you want the actual buds. So I'm trimming as I'm going. Although I trimmed it already, I'm just looking and looking and looking and looking. That's what you want to do. Observe and observe and observe and observe. The more you observe, the more you'll see. You do not want bugs in your plants, all that shit. Get rid of all that shit. If you see it, kill them. And like I said, grow safe, guys. Be smart. Don't be like me. I'm serving a purpose. I'm an example. You see, these plants are ripe, but they are actually healthy. This one is actually grown in soil with peat and cocoa in the same ratio as with the, sorry, not cocoa, peat, perlite soil. 60% soil, 25% peat, and 15% cocoa, perlite. So I'm so fucked up. But like I said, yeah, that's the actual point of growing weed, to get fucking high from the smallest amount of weed possible. You don't need to put like 3 fucking grams in your joint. That's fucking utterly insane, wasting that amount of weed to get high. That's not good weed. You want to put like 0.1 grams and get blasted off. Maximally 0.2 grams, and hit that shit in your bong and fucking actually be fucked up. You know what I'm trying to say? So like high, that's quality, not fucking smell and taste. Weed is not supposed to smell and taste, it's supposed to hit. That's why it produces delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinolic delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol. Yeah, it comes from its precursor that is called, as you call it, tetrahydrocannabinolic acid, or THCA. So more of the THCA your plants possess or produce, the higher the THC or delta 9 THC will be when they are dried, decarboxylation. So in drying you want to maintain low temperatures around 20 degrees Celsius, proper airflow so they do not mold on you, and a slow dry and a slow cure that will get rid of I fucking forgot what I wanted to say. So you know approximately what time it is when you don't even know what the fuck are you talking about. You do not want to go over this stage, guys. Do not push your plants to get the maximum yield so you can brag. It's not about the yield, it's about the quality. Always quality over quantity. Quantity is for the guys who sell that shit you want to smoke. Your priority is to smoke medicine, not quantity. What good is, I don't know, ounce of bud an ounce of bud if I can smoke it in a fucking half day or a day? That's shit quality. This shit I tried to smoke. I took a little fucking nugget, like it was about this size, and it really fucking messed me up. And I like seriously messed me up. So I know this is a what you call a A++ grade top shelf shit already, and I'm not bragging or saying anything to offend anyone, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The breeders, I'm talking about the breeders, you know, who are doing it the easy way and the fastest way to make money. Don't be naive, don't fall for that shit, because that shit is not good. So this one, you see, when this gets on your bud, you know it's healthy. If bugs eat your buds, you know they are healthy. So that's a good sign. You want bugs, you want spiders, you want everything, not spider mites, you want spiders, actual spiders. And you want to see the signs of bugs eating, because you know that shit is pure. That's just natural, you know. If you see something from nature eating your buds, it's okay. Just fucking remove it before it gets moldy. Check your garden every 2 days. As you can see, there is something I was trying to show you. I'm trying to find it. I'm looking with my eye. Here it is. Yes, I found it. You see this little red thing? These are actually eggs. From a bug. I cannot say what kind, but I'm just gonna strip it off. Shake the plant out. and it's all good. So as you see, I'm gonna walk one more time. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These are chopped down. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and like I said, the best shit in the garden. With this I'm actually satisfied. This is the quality. This is that killer shit that when it's dried you cannot even actually see the color underneath it. It's crystal upon crystal, and it's gonna be even more crystally because of, like I said, this drive a screwdriver in the base of your stem. It will signal the plant to produce even more trichomes. That's an old trick we used back in the days, but like I said, nothing special. Around, I don't know even how much this is gonna give. This is actually fucking rock hard. As you can see, I'm trying to squish it, but it's not fucking going, and it is the best smelling plant out of the whole lot. And this is super dang shit compared to everything else. This is what you want to grow. This is like indoor quality, but only outdoors. It's way more stickier than you guys can even imagine from this shitty camera. But yeah, this is what you want actually, and this is a female that I would breed with a killer pheno male. And you can notice these males at an early stage they will produce crystals on the leaves and small tiny trichome heads. Let's say if you observe, you know, the little stemiole that comes first, when you zoom it on the male plants, you actually want to see this, what I'm showing you now. Male plants that have this on their small leaves, those are guaranteed to be killer phenotype. I'm gonna zoom in so you can guys see even more. We're just looking at this. This is what you want to see on small plants, baby plants, seedlings. 1 or 2 pair of leaves. If it comes that it has like this, just orbs, not actually trichome heads like with stalk, but just round shaped trichomes, like this one. You can obviously see it's glowing. I'm trying to zoom it, and you see this little round creation here. I'm sorry, this is a big zoom. This is what you want. This ball in the middle here. I'm trying to be steady, but this is impossible because of the wind. But yeah, you want to see this on the small male plants. That is what will bring the killer phenotype like this into your grow if you breed that shit. And better to grow you're better off growing regular seeds, taking off the females, checking them out, and then breeding them with pure males. You do not want to grow from clones, because this is fucking depriving of quality. You see, fingers are sticking, so this shit is sticky. So I don't know, I just wanted to show you this and tell you guys about my thoughts on what is happening in the grow world. I think they are actually fucking up the genetics. From my own experience of 20 years of growing, okay, I'm not gonna say for the low, auto-flowering, or how we call them, low riders and all that shit. This is actually pretty nice, considered it is just an auto-flowering plant, and it has been hauled off in the early stage, not to grow up to 120 centimeters, but to maintain it under 1 meter height. So yeah, this is gonna produce approximately more than 6 pounds. Yeah, more than 6 pounds, maybe 7 pounds, maybe even 8, around 7 to 8 is my approximation, when it's fully ripe, flushed, and you see, this is what you actually want, this kind of nugs, these huge motherfuckers. But with the quality of the plant I've been showing you, step in the row here, to give you a final glimpse of this giant ass buds. So everybody, do not be offended. I'm just stating something that I have been studying for a long time now, and I've been seeing a deprivation of potency, although the breeders claim that the potency is getting higher and higher. Actually, the effect is getting weaker and weaker. Buds are just more into the area. Buds are developed more into the area of actual taste and smell than the actual potency itself. Your shit can be sticky, but if it's not hitting, then what the fuck are you even growing marijuana for? Cannabis needs to hit. That's its purpose. Smell and all that shit comes after quality. So if you consider quality to be something of a priority for yourself, so you don't have to or can't smoke a lot of weed and get, I don't know, puny effects, then you grow it the right way. Grow it vegenic or vegan, and be fucking smart, dudes. Don't believe everything you see. Test out genetics by yourself. You cannot compare indoor to outdoor grow, sorry. Indoor is always way more stickier than all this outdoor grown stuff, but the quality of the sun cannot be replaced by none of that LAD and all that shit. You only preserve the trichomes and the bud looks prettier. In the end it smells prettier because it has no outer external stress factors, and that is also depriving you out of potency, because stress initiates the defense mechanisms in the plant. You want your plants to fucking kill the bugs, not so they can fucking eat it and go on walking and be happily intoxicated but fucking dead when they grab into your bud. As you can see, there is no mold here. None can be detected in any of the plants. So I have seen fucking caterpillars this big take a bite of a bud. You can see it drop down here on where they bite off, and you see the actual caterpillar fucking dead. So this is what you want. You want them to fucking die when they eat your plants, you know. This is just my own opinion from 20 years of growing experience. So I'm just gonna send out my regards to these genetics. It's an overall nice bud from Bulk Seed Company. 100 of these ladies for $250 or euros. It's the same shit actually. So it's a pretty cheap shit. But as you can see, compared to, I don't know what you consider to be quality bud. I don't know, this is grown in the Balkan region, Serbia, Croatia and that sort of countries. I know you think it's a fucking third world country or whatever the fuck. You still think it's war going on here. I've been born into war, yes. I have been a victim of genocide and all that stuff. So yes, I have PTSD to the max degree, because I was fucking 2 years old when the war started and they were trying to kill me, like shooting at me with fucking AK-47s and all that shit, snipers. My dad actually took a bullet through his fucking nose. They almost killed him during the war. I was in exile, war exile. It's not a funny thing, you know, it's fucking genocide going on and you're a baby, and the first 7 years of your life is actually the most important years of your life. It's where you actually are affected by environment. That's called the first anabolic phase. You can check out the Silva technique or method. And the man will explain to you everything about psychology, parapsychology, psychiatry and all that kind of things, because he is the pioneer in that shit. in that field, so I'm not gonna judge his expertise. He's proven what he can do, but I am judging the cannabis breeders all around the world for trying to make as much as genetics possible and fucking commercialize that shit. So in the end, we're gonna fucking actually be deprived of having actual males, and it's fucking getting really close to that shit. Fucking GMO weed, no males, so you cannot fucking breed nothing, and only these motherfuckers are holding the entire growing scene because they're depriving you of the possibility to breed your own genetics. They don't want you, they want you to buy females, just buy, and that shit doesn't even actually cost them nothing to produce one seed or 5 seeds from a plant that is capable of producing up to 10,000 seeds per plant. You're getting fucking ripped off, you know, guys. Buy the cheapest seeds available, and by that I mean grow genetics that are from cannabis seeds, Spain, and the best of them all, mandala seeds. This is the best hitting shit, the best quality bud, the best vigorous F1 hybrids I have seen. I know they talk a lot of shit. No, F1 hybrids are not good. Yeah, motherfucker, they are good. They are very fucking good. Way better than all this Californian grown shit and this shitty ass breeding. But yeah, I'm not gonna shout out to those people or their names in due respect, because I've been doing this for a long time. I know that greed is something that is present in all men and women. We all want to have more and more and more and more, so they are actually basing on yields, not quality. And yeah, that's my like 50 cents of advice to you. If you want to grow medicine, grow it like this, up to 49 plants maximum. Don't go over 50 plants, then you will be trialed differently, at least here. I'm just gonna show you the beautiful colors of this genetics, and it has not even been cold. The temperatures here go up to fucking 37, 38 degrees Celsius. I don't know what is that in Fahrenheit, because I don't actually fucking care. I'm not an American. I'm just stating the facts. You guys can think whatever you want. This is not legal. This is illegal. Here, you cannot grow that shit here in any way. You cannot get a medical license. It's all bullshit here. We have to fucking risk our fucking lives to grow medicine, or they fucking just give you these fucking pills, and then you get fucked up eventually in the end. So you want to grow your own medicine, you want to feed them your own fucking look at this, guys. They are praying, so that means they are very healthy and very happy. And yeah, grow your own medicine, make your own fertilizers, don't buy fertilizers. I would like to see a firm that will actually offer me something I will test. It will be fucking organically made or veganically made. I cannot say the best things about some producers because I tried their stuff out. I tried most of the fertilizers available on the market. I tried most of the genetics and most of the strains available on the market. I've grown thousands of strains in 20 years. This is just one plot. I have a lot more plants, but I'm not going to show you. The rest of it. Let's be focused on the Gelato Samba from Bulk Seed Company. And I'm just gonna give my regards to Cannabis Seeds. They are actually good, and the best of them all, Mandala Seed Company from Spain. You cannot miss with those genetics, my guys. They're the only one who will provide you with males and females, standard regular seeds that are of the highest breeding quality. That shit is, compared to this gelato shit, it's fucking outrageous. The amount of resin and the smells and the fucking tastes you get and the unusual highs. It's like you never smoked weed before and you just get hit by some fucking different kind of high. It's not all the same shit like you're smoking skunk every day or fucking white widow or one strain. And this is what is happening. You have no complex highs anymore. It's just fucking, this is candy, Skittles, this smells like this tastes like this, blah blah blah, THC 30%, yeah, 30% my ass. But yeah,